Hello, I'm the Angry Spork, and welcome to the 6th anniversary of Taking Issue. And interestingly enough, this episode is being uploaded on the exact day this time 6 years ago when I uploaded my first episode ever. And if someone then had told me I would inexplicably one day turn into a cartoon, I probably would have backed away slowly. I kicked off last season with a review of a Simpsons episode I found particularly bad, then followed up with yet another year of the crossover. Other reviewers have holiday-themed episodes or entire months devoted to a certain theme. Why not an entire year, I asked myself. Oi. Year 3 was kinda different, in particular that Marvel and DC didn't cross over with each other this time, more focusing on other publishers, and sometimes even classic literature, and we saw Batman face off for the final time with the Predators. And if you wanted to be generous, you could say it was also the year of cartoons, as we saw Future Quest superbly modernize classic Hanna-Barbera superheroes all in one shared universe, saw two sword-wielding 80s icons go head-to-head, and another universe where the G.I. Joes met the Transformers, and a much less successful follow-up. Though considering how many of these cartoons were created purely to sell merchandise, I wonder if maybe it would have been more appropriate to call it the year of shameless toy commercial shows.
It means an object or device featured in a cartoon that could easily become a mass-produced toy.
And there were a lot more featured Top Cow characters. Several comics, including Witchblade and Tomb Raider, but also several crossovers with Marvel, including one rather odd crossover in that it seemed to be a prelude to a Top Cow event that didn't involve Marvel whatsoever. I don't know, maybe Ron Mars was playing a poker game with the Marvel higher-ups and really cleaned out. Anyway, for each anniversary, I tend to try doing something a little different, whether it's a really clunky Let's Play with an old video game, or maybe just talking about movies I saw in a given year. But this year I figured, what's the harm in a little repetition? So this year, as I did for my 2nd anniversary, I'm going to show you some more outtakes and bloopers from back when I was made of flesh and bone. Let's begin with an April Fool's episode that more people were likely to have seen when it became a guest show episode on Bob Show's channel. Because no one watches me. And that's not depressing at all. I mean, we established that he hates Superman. For some reason, he is really rich, has his own company, and, he gets his head shaved off. I mean, that's not like wearing a bald cap and a toupee over that bald cap and just taking that toupee off. I mean, Eisenberg had his hair Affleck is a good actor, and he's just given bad material to work with here. If they'd got a better screenwriter and maybe even a different director, he could have shined really good in this role, I say. I don't know why I went into that weird accent, but I did. I can't do anything about it. Yeah. Some movies actually get better upon repeat viewings. I'm not trying that with Dawn of Justice, because once was enough for me. And speaking of stories I looked at in the 3rd season that involved heroes fighting each other over convoluted and quite possibly stupid reasons. Phoenix want a cracker? Well, in hindsight, I could have reviewed Avengers X Sanction during one of the years of the crossovers I've done since. It wouldn't have been a better story, I'm just saying I could have. Anyway, on to a miniseries about one of my favorite X-Men. I don't think Rogue was fully aware Donna had memories in her gaps at all. Memories in her gaps? Oh look, there's a gap in the road. Oh look, that's the time my puppy licked me in the face while eating my peanut butter sandwich. Oh, you memories inside gaps. I've joked before that because I have no life, Rogue's powers wouldn't work on me, and maybe that's for the best, because then she might absorb my tendency to make YouTube videos ranting about comics that no one watches. Wait a minute, she's conventionally attractive. Of course people would watch her show. What am I talking about?
That's quite obviously above them, you stupid... Wait a minute. He knew he was above them, but he said behind to trick them into looking in the wrong direction.
You know, I've been catching up on the old Real Ghostbusters cartoon on YouTube, and I didn't realize until now just how much I sounded like Slimer in that outtake.
Nerd!
Speaking of 80s staples...
Last time I listened to that advice, I got caught in a pyramid scheme selling outdated encyclopedias. I'm $23,000 in debt to Eterniapedia Fan shipping upgraded to level 5. I repeat, level 5.
I can confirm it is much more difficult to manage long hair than it is two-dimensional static hair. Anyway, our final clip is from a Halloween episode of a comic that I thought better of after giving it a second chance.
There's only one person that can cure Batman. Quickly, Jim, the Fauci signal!
That text notification was so weirdly timed, it's almost fascinating. Anyway, that does it for the premiere episode of Season 7. Last year was rough in a lot of ways for a lot of different people. So let's hope this coming year is a lot better for everyone, as we all hope people with power and influence make the right decisions, and in other cases the Lord will provide. Up ahead for this show, plenty more comics to look at, some viewer-requested reviews, and of course, the 300th episode, if all goes well. I'm the Angry Spork, and man, have I got issues.